Okay, so here we have, fresh from Poland, the ECU Master Digital ECU Tuner DET3. Now, I thought this would need an unboxing video because it's a little bit different to what I was expecting, but not in a bad way. Okay, so there's the actual unit. As you can see, it's actually very small compared to like the likes of the Haltech, for instance, which is a fairly decent size in comparison to it. It's about twice as thick at least. Let me put them both together. Now, the one thing that did catch me out more than anything with this is obviously it doesn't really come with any instructions, apart from on the disc of course, to the pin layouts. And a rather neat feature, they've put it on the back, which is quite good really, because the amount of times instructions get lost, you're not likely to lose that, put it that way. So we've got that. This lead, which given the state of the loom they give you, I'm surprised they actually give you this, and it's actually a fairly decent size, so I'm quite impressed with that. It looks like a USB A to A lead. Nothing particularly special, but usually they'll give you maybe one that's a foot long, and that's not really good. That looks about 2 meters, 3 meters. So that's pretty good. Now this is the bit that made me laugh. Typically these things come with a loom, and basically the wires are crimped on, and usually it just plugs in. Like you can see there, it's got a pretty standard Molex looking connection on it. Well, they do give you everything for that, in the sense of this. So there is a bit of DIY involved. It seems quite funny that they give you everything apart from the wire. It's not a bad thing really. Obviously you might need to crimp those. You can probably get away with a pair of pliers and some solder, but it's quite funny really. That's what they give you. They give you a plug and enough pins to make them all, so you have to bring your own wire. So that's quite funny. Software disc and manual. I actually downloaded this, and it does come with some instructions on how to connect this up to various different cars. Obviously I've done enough of these now on my Corolla to know that how everything connects together, so it shouldn't really need to look at that, and I've already got the software. The paperwork that it actually comes with is all in Polish, so I can't speak Polish. They do give a little leaflet about their full standalone, which I must say does look pretty good compared to others. I think this is only like maybe 400 quid delivered, whereas if you take that compared to your typical Haltech or a Pexi, you're looking at nearly 1,000 quid, usually just for the unit. So obviously I'm not going to be testing any of that. This should be fairly basic, and it should do the trick. It should be able to do everything that does. That was nearly 600 quid. Well, it would have been if they'd done the customs right. This was 140 quid delivered from the EU, so there's no tax on it at all. So it's going to be a case of, if it's good, it's going to be really good, or it's going to be a load of shit, and in which case I've spent 140 quid and it's going to be for the bin. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but I thought it was well worth mentioning, especially that bit, because the amount of people are going to pull that and go, where's the wire? That'd be quite funny. But yeah, so we'll see how we get on with it.